Very good afternoon, everyone. Today, we're going to walk you through every product from Renska. We'll show you how each product works and explain the instructions for use. We'll guide you step by step on how we prepare your boat from martin to crossing. So, let's go.
Yellowstone Remover R-100 for removing yellow and green waterline stains. Spray it on using the spray bottle, or apply it directly. To a sponge, and use that to rub it onto the surface. Let it sit for about 15 to 20 minutes. After we've applied the R-100, the Yellowstone Remover, you can already see some results. Things are getting cleaner, the algae are gone. It's now time for the Gelcoat Cleaner to make everything completely clean and degreased. The R-110, the Gelcoat Cleaner. Now we're going to clean the entire boat with Gelcoat Cleaner. Fill your bottle with water, half a liter of water, and then about 50 milliliters of Gelcoat Cleaner. The R-110 Gelcoat Cleaner. How do I use this? Either 50 milliliters in half a liter of water and spray it onto the surface, or use it directly undiluted from the bottle, completely harmless, and apply it to the surface. Once it has been applied to the surface, especially on this dirty boat. Do we wash the boat very thoroughly? Thoroughly. After the boat has been washed with the Gelcoat Cleaner, we will carefully wipe down the boat with water and a microfiber cloth so that we're ready for polishing. Carefully attaching the adapter to the main body of the machine. It is an M14 thread, so screw the adapter onto the M14 thread. Now we are going to attach the genuine 100% wool polishing pad, double-sided, actually it has 3 sides, to the mounted adapter. Please ensure that the thread is conveniently and easily accessible. Then screw the polishing pad onto the adapter. This should go very smoothly. It shouldn't be difficult. If it's difficult, it means it's going on crooked. And as you can see, this is going very well. Once the machine is running, it tightens itself automatically. Applying the 120 liquid rubbing compound. Spray some water on the surface. Put a small amount of 120 on a sponge and spread it over the surface. Once this application process is complete, you can begin the final polishing stage. It can be that simple. What often happens is that there's too little water, or too much, or the product is too much or too little. And it can also happen that the 120 dries out. That can be solved by making it a little moist again with the spray bottle, and then you can simply continue polishing. So remember, the product can be constantly reactivated with the spray bottle. From a spray bottle with water. There is always a question about how we treat the anti-slip, the waffle deck. Well, that can also be cleaned either with the 120 or with the 130. If you need to clean the boat with 120, then do it with 120. If you're going to clean the boat with 130, then only use 130. It's not necessary but we are going to discuss the anti-slip now. That works as follows. Make it light again as well, damp. In this specific case, carefully apply a small amount of the number 120, the liquid rubbing compound, utilizing the provided applicator sponge. And then use the machine again. Just start slowly. Go over the water depth. And then use the side of the disc. Use some water as well so that it stays nice and moist. So that's it. With this, the anti-slip becomes neat, clean, and afterwards also very beautiful. Soft, so that in the future it will also stay much cleaner because it has been polished. And it gives a nice shine to the deck, and it doesn't get slippery. After polishing with the R-120, we are now going to do a fine polish with the R-130. A very fine paste. Again, make the surfaces a bit damp, using water and the spray bottle. And then once you are ready, apply the number 130 to the surface in exactly the same way as the 120. This exceptionally smooth liquid finishing paste guarantees and ensures that your boat will achieve an incredibly deep mirror-like professional shine and is ready for the season. Once again, if you notice that the material is starting to stick to the surface, you can always spray a small amount of water onto the area, and then you will be able to continue with your work as usual. After the boat has been polished with the coarse 120 paste and the fine 130, we've basically created a big workshop, which is very dirty. Everything is like a construction site. And what we're going to do now is use the 140 shampoo, and we do that with 2 caps full shampoo in half a liter of water. That means 20 milliliters in half a liter of water. With that, we can also make 50 spray bottles from 1 liter of shampoo. After the shampoo is mixed with water, 20 milliliters to half a liter, we can start on the boat. Spray it with this mix. And finally, we can wash the boat nicely. And then we proceed to do that once again with the helpful assistance of a soft sponge, which effectively allows us to very nicely remove all of the remaining polish residues from the area. And when we finally get back to the textured non-slip surface, which of course has also been thoroughly polished during this process, we can carefully clean that section once again using a small specialized nail brush. Now comes the most fun part. After the machines, the polishing and the fine polishing, where we've now cleaned with the shampoo, the R-140, a sort of intermediate phase. Now we're going to seal the boat with the R-135, the hydro ceramic sealer. And it's truly amazing what this product does. It's also very easy, and I'll show you how now. Again, just after the boat has been washed, give the bottle a quick shake. Apply a small amount to a slightly damp sponge, and then apply it to the surface, which has been polished, both with the 120 and the 130. But you can also use only the 130 or only the 120, depending on what the boat needs. Massage it in well, and then take a nice clean microfiber cloth. Fold it neatly into a square so you get a nice surface area, and buff out the sealer. The shine is incredible and the durability is enormous. It can be washed 250 times before it finally wears off. Examples of boats we worked on last year that have come back where you think they only need to have the sealer buffed out. This really is a gigantic, fantastic product on the market since January 1st, 2026. Very important, do not apply it to the non-slip surfaces. It's almost impossible to get it out of there. And also it's not necessary, and in the end it makes it way too slippery. What we've achieved now is a truly clean, glossy finish. surface. No camouflage, no wax. A truly clean gel coat that is super protected against the sun and the elements. That also means you don't have to do all those steps every year. Once a boat has been brought to this condition, it's really very simple. Next year, just a light polish will do. Or with the 130, but in some cases, after a good wash, even just with the sails. We see that happen quite often. The transom and the superstructure are often the problem areas. Parts of the boat, because that's where the sun always is, the most active. So the cockpit is often facing south, but the hull is often easy to maintain with just the sails or a light polish with the 130. So keep your boat well maintained. Be careful, don't do it every time. Rinse it off with water so that no limescale will stick to the surface. And yes, that's how a boat stays beautiful.